Okay, so we'll just take a small detour and to Arhat later because anyway we are not Arhat, so we can take a break. So we can practice till Anagami rather than worrying about Arhat. So this morning, Ari has sent me one sutta. It's a very nice sutta, very short one. Okay, it talks about Chuti and Buddha says he just scratches his fingers on the mud. Pumsa is mud. Pamsu is mud. Yeah, that's the one. Anguttara Nikaya 56.102. So he actually scratches his finger and then asks, "What do you think?" Uh, because the mud on my finger is more or the earth. Okay, and the bhikkhus reply, "Sir, what is there on your finger is so less than the mud on the earth." So he says, because you see, after human life, very few people will reborn as humans, while most of them will go into animal or preta or niraya. So Ari's question was, is it jati or uh, bhava? Because it's silent on that. It doesn't talk anything relating to that. So his questions were that I was telling him anybody can be in any realm of existence, meaning what is a bacteria, what is a fungi, and what is a microbes, or what all that we can see. They're all living beings. That means they have life. That means they have mind. Okay. Now there are two things we need to know. There are organisms which have eyes. There are organisms which have ears. There are organisms which have nose. But all of them have tongue or mouth. And there is little bit of body. Some have big bodies, some have small bodies. But please remember, they are all mind. Now, what is mind? Mind is consciousness. And there's nothing called as mind separating out of consciousness. Mind is one thing, consciousness is another thing. It's not like that. Okay? Because chitta to vijnana is the same. But in English, you will not find anything that can separate them out. Okay, so we have to call everything as a mind. Chitta, mind. Mano, manasam, mind. Like that. Okay? And vijnana is also mind. Good morning. Basically, we realize that. Namo Buddhaya. So basically, we can't separate it out. So that which cognizes can be called as mind, can be called as consciousness, can be called as both. It doesn't matter. So the thing is, if a living being has one eye, just an eye, still mind exists in that eye. So don't think that, oh, mind means one thing and these five senses are another thing. The six senses, the six sense doors, it's like consciousness moving between this place and that place and that place and that place and that place. Okay? And that's what it is. So we shouldn't have this doubt about the chakuncha paticcha rupecha upajati chakku vinyanam. I think we still have that doubt, or we have not understood it in a proper way. What is exactly it's happening? So if we take chakku, eye, and we take a visible object, there is a conscious experience of that. And that conscious experience can be any living being. Okay. So what Buddha is saying there in that sutta, what he has said in that what he has shared in the chat just now is, if somebody were to put his hand, or Buddha puts his hand in the mud, pamsu, and pulls out the mud, showing that only this many number of humans will be reborn as humans. Now you might ask a question, why is it like that? What's the reason? Instead of looking at jati or bhava and all of that, that was a confusion of, or that was a question of Aryu. So first we need to understand what is happening as we speak. In a normal person life, Puttujana, he is lost in his future or thinks about the past. That's all what's happening. And he wants to acquire, or he or she wants to acquire. That's all. Simple. So there would be enough amount of greed and enough amount of hatred, enough amount of delusion, or rather good amount of it. So like I had explained some time ago, how this changes between the how much of raga, how much of dvesha, how much of moha will bring you different kind of life stream. It's just the vijnana taking another form. That's what I have explained to Aryu. This vijnana, whatever it is, out of 6 vijnana, right? Buddha says 6 vijnana. It takes another form. So if 4 of the senses were cut, only 2 exist, fair. Still it lives, still it breathes, still it eats and dies. But still a living being. It has ayu, it has usma, it has vijnana. It doesn't matter. Please understand. Now, what is the difference between bhava and jati? Bhava pacche jati. So kama bhava, rupa bhava, arupa bhava. One bhava means an existence which where the ayu usma vijnana can stay in a particular state. Now Buddha doesn't in that sutta talk about it's a bhava or jati. So what happens? Now I might argue that a human bhava is 80,000 years, one bhava, because that is how we had started. Now we are in 100 years or 80 years or even less. So now the question comes, the next jati, is it human or not? That's the question we want to ask. So what Buddha says, you can't be certain unless you bring a proper environment for it to work. Now what's a proper environment? A proper environment is sila is a proper environment. If their consciousness doesn't have the proper environment, it will take whatever it comes. So it can be in any jati. So that's the reason he is giving that example, that or taking that mud and saying that which is more, the mud on the earth or mud in my hand. Obviously mud in the hand is lesser than mud on the earth. So he says that the beings as humans will take other forms than human. Only this many people will become human. It might look strange. That means, is he talking human bhava or jati? That's not the main criteria. The main criteria is at the time of death, what is coming. That's more important than is it by default that a person will be reborn as a human? And the answer is no. Then the question comes, then what happens to the jati? Sorry, bhava. And nobody can answer that. Why? In that Kama Vipaka, there's a Chula Kama Vipaka and Mahakama Vipaka. In that, you see, the answer is given. The person dies but goes into the hell. Because in the last moment, something apunya has come. And there is a apunya person who has done all kind of nonsense. He's reborn in heaven. Because apunya will come. So you can't really say. That's the reason anishchit. It's uncertain. Got the point? That's the reason it's dukkha, because you can't predict what next unless you set a condition. Yes, are you?
Um, the Baba is like a contract, and someone signs with a team for 10 years. The 10 year he's going to play with this team, but no one can say for certain that this contract will not be voided and something else happened to it. But I guess the curiosity is how much it will be respected versus avoided, and if it's avoided all the time, then why even put this contract, because it's anyways random. I like that.
It's not random. Actually, that is a difference. Amarantakavada came into existence because of this. That in-bringing, because we can't really be certain. So then it becomes in-bringing. Right now, I can't say it might be, it might not be, it would not be. See, there's nothing wrong with that. Like Sanjay Balatiputta used to do that because that's how the reality is. Can you be certain that he will be reborn in heaven? No. He may not be. I didn't say this. I will not say this. I wouldn't say this. So like that is ill-bringing. But then what else can be done? See, now somebody comes and asks in this group itself, or Harry, if you come and ask me, will I be reborn as a human? For sure. As a teacher, what should I say? Even I don't know whether I'll be reborn as a human or a deva or a brahma or whatever. So how would I know? This question you think, it's all for all of us have to think. This is where Amarantakavada will come. Because what do you want to say? You can't say anything. So you have to dodge the question. But in Buddha Dhamma, there's nothing called dodging the question. You answer it straight. So how do you answer it straight? Bring the environment. Nobody can stop it from manifesting. Don't get the environment. Anything can happen. So then the next question comes. Okay, we are all in Buddha Dhamma. What's the certainty that we will be born as a human? Now you check this. Out of 6 wrongdoings, are you doing even one of them? As long as, or that's one. Second, of the sila what you have taken, are you breaking it? That gives you the answer. Because if your sila is good, at the dying moment, that is what is going to come. It can't be anything else. Because you're always on that. See, one thing we need to understand, wherever the consciousness goes, it makes house. Simple. That's the reason yesterday I was saying to you, Ariu, or to all of you, that if I make a house, sitting right now in San Francisco, it's already moved there. Only the body has to move now. The mind doesn't require body. It just can go wherever it wants. So as I start seeing the video on San Francisco, it get established there. See, the thing is, make it unestablished, but I'm making it established. So this I, as consciousness, has an experience of San Francisco, Bay Area, or Mountain View, or Cupertino, or Sacramento, or whatever it is. So I'm having an experience right now. Even though my body is here, the body here is not gone anywhere. So what's the odd and what's the even? Now I want to be in San Francisco. I can be a mosquito in San Francisco. I can be a lizard in San Francisco. Okay, I can be a dog or a cat or an owl or a sheep or a goat or whatever that is, because it's already established there. So now the question comes, what kind of body has to be developed? It depends on the karma. So let's say at the dying moment, San Francisco, I'm seeing it. The body can be different, but the mind is already in San Francisco. This is what he's talking about there. Okay, what am I dreaming? Is that I will come back as human. See, the question is, will I be in San Francisco or whatever that place is? It's already booked. I booked it. So depending upon my karma, I will get a footing there. So Vindhyanam, Anidasanam, Anantam, Sabbato, Pabam should have been there. But it's already it's a footing. It has put a footing there. It's kept its foot there. While staying in this body, it's made a footing there. So a Puttujana will keep on doing this. He keeps on establishing here, there, all the time. Doing 10 immoral deeds. So let's take one by one. First immoral deed. Okay, I'm in love. I'm married, but I'm in love. Now what happens? I want to possess her. I want her. Let's say she is 30-year-old. I'm 53-year-old. So 23 years difference. Who cares? Love is blind. Right? And she is also madly in love with me. And we both are mad now. Right? Now, I have a nice wife. You have met my wife, so you know. And I also met my son. But what to do? This woman whom I have met, or girl, is tremendously beautiful. My eyes couldn't get out of her. So what's happening? I'm dreaming about her. So what am I dreaming? Just think. What am I dreaming? Sex. Okay, not the woman, sex. So what are the probabilities of having sex other than human? All. Right? Let's say in that thought process, okay, I wanted to I convince her to have sex, and then we go to hotel and we are almost ready to do it, and this girl's brother and so many people come and hit me black and blue and I die. What's the next possibility? It's sex what you want, right? And that's where it is. Because it's Kameshu Nichachar. Clear. So, do I get human life? A human birth? Need not be. Why? What is strong? Sexual desire. Okay, that is stronger, right? You'll immediately get it, in whatever way. It can be an animal, it can be a bird, it can be an insect, it can be anything. That's all you wanted, right? At present, the consciousness where it is established on sex. Okay, take it. So, you need to understand the body is developed in the mind. Mano Pubbangama Dhamma. So, mind is a forerunner. You have a human body because the mind established in that way. It's not that you chose to be a human. There's nothing to choose. You were given a human, or the consciousness made itself human right now because the condition matched to be human. So if the condition doesn't match, it can be something. So Buddha Dhamma is about matching the condition, if you really observed, and then dropping the condition itself, so that there's no need for establishing. There's no establishment. And hence, it's extinguished. The vijnana is extinguished. Nirodha means gone. Got the point? So the sutta is so small, but the depth at which you had asked me is very good. So I thought, let me take it up. Good morning. Yes, Ashwin.
One question that in that link of that sutta, there was also next one, the people who die in God in the religion also goes to hell is more compared to the or they come to human or something, or they reborn in the God. So it's applied not only to human, it's applied to all the human realms or sorry, God realms also.
Yeah, it is for all realms.
But they, compared to human, the gods are having less desires and other things. So how it's so?
Yeah, that is correct. So they have very less desires. That's true. So based upon that, they will get whatever body. So it is based upon something the body is formed, not based upon what you want it to be. Like that.
So means at the time of death, wherever you get connect, it's there.
Yes.
Because the whatever he said to or Buddha said for human, it's same he said in 114 or 116, same for in that same series. He said to God also.
Yes. See, all beings are the same. Depending upon Punya Abhisankhara, it can go from human till the top. Apunya Abhisankhara, it can go down. And then Anunja Abhisankhara, it can establish in Rupa and Arupa Jha, Arupa realm. Yes.
You explained one thing that I don't understand 100%. Human limbs generally is one bhav is almost 80,000.
80,000, yes. No, this is even Rivera. Okay, go ahead.
So I don't understand. You explained, but I don't understand that. So how then if the people going to hell or whatever the lower realms is more quantity compared to the sand on the earth or the Prithvi Dhatu or something, whatever you can see Prithvi compared to all the earth versus the small sand on the moon. So it means so how that it means so many people are reborning and they are having they will 80,000 at least they have to live 80,000 correct lives 80,000 approximate years.
Yes, you are right. It's like this, Ashwin. If you are doing exactly what you should be doing as a human, then that rule holds good. Generally, see, there's a difference between bhava and jati.
So bhav is that means this body itself is a bhav, or 80,000, or the lifespan of the 80,000?
The ayu, the lifespan. See, it's all dependent on the ayu. It's not dependent on the vijnana. Vijnana will stay as long as ayu is there. So first and foremost, we need to understand ayu. Ayu in English, I don't know what to put that. We can say lifespan. Now the question comes, lifespan means what? Of the vijnana or of the person, what it is. Ayu in the terms of Buddha Dhamma is the longest span the being can stay in a particular existence. Okay. Now, yes.
Oh, sorry, you complete. Sorry.
Now, in this body, just see this, Ashwin. In this body, earlier, as in that sutta, as in that Chakravarti sutta, the ayu was 80,000 years. Clear?
That's clear.
He is not talking about vijnana. It's the ayu which matters. Okay. And in other places, Buddha uses the word jivita indriya. Ayu is connected with jivita indriya. So it's called as life faculty. Indriya is faculty, so you don't know what to put for jivita, jiva, jivana. So you put life or lifeline. Okay. Now, when will the chuti happen? That's the question. When the ayu is diminished. Clear? So why will the ayu get diminished? Ayu will get diminished because depends on the karma of that person.
So, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
So means the person is dying and going to lower realms, means the ayu is finished, though he may not be stay.
So out of 10 immoral deed, so let's say if you look at Duccharita Vipaka Sutta, what does he put there? Ayu will be less. Don't take vijnana. Now if you take vijnana, it becomes a problem for everyone, including you. Vijnana is the mind or the chitta which is going to stay as long as ayu is there. You got the point. Now, let's say in my past life I killed a person. And in this life I was born as a human. Now you see there are a lot of suttas where after killing someone he is reborn as a human. Agreed? Yeah. So it need not be that the next life he has to born in hell.
Yeah.
Clear? Except for anantarya papa karma. That is, his karma is such a way that there is no antara. Anantarya means unantara. Antara means gap. Anantara means no gap. So there are 6 karma which will take you directly to the hell even though you have a ayu. Okay, what is that? Killing a mother, killing a father, killing a Buddha, injuring a Buddha, like that, 6 of them are there. Let's not go into that. So first, let's understand this completely in a proper way. So, ayu. So if somebody, like say I killed a person in my past life, so Buddha says he will have a short life. What is meaning a short life? Is 30-year short life, a 20-year is a short life, or a 10-year a short life, or 1 year is a short life, or a 50-year a short life? That's hard to figuratively say. He will be there for 20 years and that's it. We can't say. Let's take short life instead of complicating things up. So this is short life. Now you see how things will happen. He's in a plane, the plane crashes. He's in the train meets with accident. He's on a bus, dies in accident, or food poisoning, or something, or COVID, or this one, or that one, something. Or he's gone to gym, but the next person is doing gym. Nothing has happened to that fellow. He's also doing like that, but nothing is happening. But this poor guy, in his 40s, I want to be a macho man. It seems like that, right? Now, that is what Ayu is. That is Ayu. So the Vijnana just moves out of the body. Clear? So Ayu Usma Vijnana. So Ayu is gone. So the body heat keeps on going away and the Vijnana is gone. Clear? Now, what Buddha says, the lifespan of a person is depicted by 10 immoral deeds. Now, he says 80,000 with which they started their account. Now it became 40,000.
With the bad deeds.
Correct. No, but how did it become 40?
It's bad deed. Yeah.
IU is reduced and afterwards it became 20,000. That means what a being could have stayed for 80,000 now requires twice. One chuti here, another chuti there. Got it? Then 40,000 to 20,000. It means 20, 40, 60, 80. 4 chutis. Correct? Then it became 10,000. So 8 chutis. Agree with this? Okay. It could have continued. The chuti wouldn't have been there. There's no chuti. Chuti means cutting. The chitta getting cut is chuti. The word what is used in the sutta is chuti. So chuti is cutting of chitta. The chitta is cut in between. Like.
So please repeat this thing, please.
Pardon?
How it was cut. So please repeat this thing.
Please do what? Repeat.
Chuti. Chuti means she's asking what is chuti?
Chuti is
Died.
Chuti means cutting or death or cutting off the continuity. So I wanted to give you an example of APJ Kalam. He is in Shillong giving a nice lecture. Everybody is immersed in his talk.
Okay.
That is Chuti.
So to be immersed, to be totally focused on that only.
No. As soon as the Ayu ends, there the Vijnana is pushed out. The consciousness or the Chitta is pushed out.
That is Chuti.
That is Chuti.
Okay.
See, madam, do you have a laptop at home?
No, so I have a computer, I don't have a laptop.
Forget laptop. Do you have a mobile at home?
Yeah.
You have, right? All of us have it, right?
Right.
The software here is Vijnana.
Okay.
The battery is Ayu. You keep on charging. Okay.
Right.
But if Chuti happens, no matter where you put it to charge, no charge happens.
Yes.
So you take this mobile to your fellow and say, sir, this is not working. He says his battery is dead.
Okay. Right. Got it.
But this fellow is working. But presently he is. Okay. Now what to do? remove its battery, put another battery.
Okay, okay. This is the point, right?
Now it starts from wherever it had left.
Right, right.
Does it remember it was a human being?
No.
No. Now it is an ant.
Okay, okay. And a fun life. Okay.
Now it gets an ant battery.
Right.
Somebody stamps on it, again takes another one.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it. Thank you.
So this software, what I'm having now, is a human software. It looks so nice. But the next time around, that software is same, but the hardware is different. Now what to do?
That is true.
That's the example, best example I can give you between Jati and Bhava. Now this Bhava is always mobile.
Okay.
Now what is the probability of this software getting into computer? Can be.
Can be, yes, it can be. You can upload there.
Yeah, it can be there. So let's call computer as a Dev.
Okay.
And let's call this software getting into some washing machine as an animal realm.
Mm-hmm.
So tumble wash.
It will take the trace of that washing machine there. No?
Exactly. Now you got it.
Okay. Yes, yes.
If somebody were to shake that washing machine saying that, hey boss, you are an Apple iPhone. Huh? I'm telling you, you are an Apple iPhone. You know that? Which phone?
But the present truth is different, no? But
What's that?
the present truth is different that it is a washing machine this time, no?
Exactly. So now, so the karma or the deeds which is going to be done now is of washing machine. The deed which were being done earlier was of iPhone. The deeds which will be done later, if it were to be put in a computer, is of computer.
Right.
But can anybody say that this software will always be on computer? No.
No.
No. And that is why it's called as uncertain. Where will you be born is uncertain.
No, I got it, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks for explaining in such a nice way. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yes, Archana.
So still, I have a question. But that human being who he is supposed to complete his human bhava, so 80,000 years. So if 100 years one life, so like that 800 lives he have to take, then only it will be completed. In between the animal or other life or God life, anything will come. Is it like that?
No, actually what happens is there are multiple things. There are multiple things which happens. What is multiple thing? It is what is coming in the chitta, what is coming in the software. Now you know what? I am putting a pornography thing in this thing. Nobody asked me to do it, right? So I'm watching. So what happens? It doesn't know it is pornography. It knows sex. So wherever it takes there. Because that is chuti. See, you are still experiencing it and you are cut because the battery went out. Okay. That's the reason Buddha says, don't take it lightly. Appamadena sampadeta. It's a very nice way of, what I can say, warning. Don't take it lightly. Because the Chuti Pati Sandhi, at the time of Chuti, even though you have 80,000 years, it's no guarantee that you will complete 80,000 and then take another bhava. Because if this is strong, it stops it, takes that, finishes that, comes back. So all kind of permutation combination is possible. But generally, if you are doing human kind of work, then you will be born as a human. In the between, I am doing all kind of nasty things. So what is Buddha trying to do? You are not able to understand this. He is making you human. You got the point. With the sila, he is making you human, so that your bhava continues as human.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. This is a very powerful statement actually. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, that's the reason we need to be in Buddha Dhamma, because that is the only Dhamma which I explained to you, the sila. Otherwise it's random. Right now I sit in front of a God. Jesus, I believe you. Please believe. I don't have any problem in your belief. But what will become to me, God only knows. Nobody can know. There's nothing wrong in anyone. You have to exactly follow what Jesus did. Then it works. See, you're taking this in different direction. All religion have ethics. All. From Islam to Christianity to Hinduism to everyone. But is there a step-by-step instruction of following ethics? It's not there. In fact, in Islam, there is nothing called killing. You can't kill. But you can see the other way around, right? In all religion, it is there. Okay. Yes, Bobby. Then we'll go to Supriya. Yes, go ahead.
Bilasi, what is the probability of the same law is applicable to gods? Is it they also finish in one stretch, or because it doesn't allow, or they can also die in between and take other lives?
The Chuti is, the battery is for everyone. The battery remains same. See, if my battery is 100-year-old for 100 years, nobody can do anything about it. Like when I went to the doctor with my CT scan, what is that? CT angio report. And no block, no calcium, no nothing. If I were to put it on internet, and like my heart is so compact and small, it is not enlarged. So now I'm 53. What's the probability of I'm maintaining up till 100 years? Pretty high. Because the heart is like a 22, 23-year-old. So heart will not have a problem. If heart doesn't have a problem, let's say the liver doesn't have a problem, and liver and then the kidney, pancreas, three major things. So heart is no problem, then the kidney doesn't have any problem, liver doesn't have any problem. Now, did I do it myself? And the answer is no. It's given to you. So this equipment is given to you. So what's the probability of living to 100 years if something doesn't happen? If there's no chuti, if the ayu is good, what's the probability of I ending up at 100? High probability. Because of the punya phala. Okay, and the doctor was shocked looking at zero calcium. Meaning by 53, you'll have at least 10% calcium being there. Okay. you don't require any kind of changes in your whatever you are doing in food habits and other things. Just a normal exercise, you have 10%, if you have of the in the arteries, your some sodium is there, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But it's zero. CAD-RAD, it's showing zero. That means coronary artery disease is zero. That means what's the probability? So who did it? It's your karma. Now somebody else might have 40% blockage, 50% blockage, 60% blockage at the same age group. Even though that poor fellow had not had a little bit of alcohol in his life, or even a cigarette, or whatever that thing is. So the same rule holds good for Deva. You, the consciousness, Vijnana, got established in Deva, but it depends on the Ayu. If the Ayu is there, Vijnana stays. If the Ayu is not there, the Vijnana doesn't stay. So it's all dependent on the Ayu.
No, but in human, there is a probability of, possibility of getting accident or getting sick, and also with the.
No, in the case of Deva, they just go out of notice. That's what he says, Buddha says.
But that is after finishing their ayu might be, because
We can consider it like that. See, that's what. See, one simple rule of thumb in Buddha Dhamma: everything is uncertain. Simple. Just take that as your mantra.
I think that is the simplest way of understanding this.
It's dukkha, because we are saying 1 million years. Wow, I can just relax. Who knows what it is, right? See, you buy a new computer. It's supposed to come for 7 years or 10 years. And they have done a QC test. It comes to your home. It doesn't start. And then you give a call to Apple. Hey, idiot, what kind of computer have you given me? Sir, sorry about it. Please pack it and give it back. Can happen. Take it as anishchit. There's no nishchit, definitive. That's the reason Buddha says it's a dukkha. If you were to make it certain, I tell you, man, nobody will be in dukkha. Because it is uncertain, it's always dukkha. See, tell me one thing, Bobby, we are talking about this. What is the probability of Air India taking Air India flight in the next 20 days or 19 days from today? When I take the flight, it is going to be flying exactly at the same time, landing in San Francisco at the same time.
95?
Yeah, you have to make it 95, 90, 85, 70, or you have to look at all the landings for the last 1 month and make a fair probability that since in all the cases it has landed at 5 p.m. in San Francisco, this time also it should land. It will land. It might not even take off, forget about landing. I go to the airport and then they say, there's a technical snag, sir. Shit, what's going to happen? Nothing. Refund, no fund, you getting pissed off or whatever it is. He says, sir, we can give you a hotel stay in Bangalore. I say, forget it, I'll go home. Go wherever you want, sir. But today's flight is cancelled. Who's going to compensate?
Because in that case, what that sutta that Hari was sent, I was reading the connected, like whatever is there in that section. So in that, then it should be understood like when a deva passed away, they go to hell, or that is a probability, like what she's saying, or the probability of humans passing away and going to the hell is more probability. So is it what Buddha is meaning is the bhava or jati in that case?
The same question what this whole triggered because of that. It depends on what comes on the screen of the chitta.
Yeah, but Buddha is saying the probability, right? It has more chance of.
Why? Why? Because the mind is not properly conditioned to be reborn as a deva again. The mind is not properly conditioned to become a human again. Bobby, don't think from Buddha Dhamma perspective. You are already got a visa. Look at those people who don't have a visa. They don't even have a passport. Forget about the visa. What happens to them?
Very pathetic.
That's what he's explaining there. The mud in my fingers and the earth. He's not talking about bhikkhus. He's saying what is the fate of every human being. Just think in that way.
Yeah, so comparatively, that is a probability, right? Yeah.
Yes, Supriya. Wait, Aryu. She had raised the hand earlier.
सर हमें ये तो ठीक ठीक से पता होता है सभी रिलीजन्स के जितने भी लोग हैं जितने भी रिलीजन्स हैं उसमें ये सब तो पता होता है कि ये सब करने से ठीक नहीं है जिनको भी हम मानते हैं तो फिर भी तो लोग करते ही है और वो कोई कोई तो ज्यादा डीपली करता है तो आप जिस तरह से आपने हमें बताया कि जब तक ओतप और हीरी नहीं आ जाता तब तक वो ठीक ठीक तरह से मतलब वो परफेक्ट होता नहीं है तो ये सब तो शील के बारे में हो गया लेकिन मेरा ये भी क्वेश्चन है उसके साथ कि हमें पता है कि हम मरने वाले हैं ये सब जीवन अनिश्चित है फिर भी तो डर लगता है
हाँ, so to those people who can't understand what she said, so
तो इसका मुझे एक्सप्लेनेशन आप हिंदी में भी देंगे बाद में तो भी मुझे ठीक है आप लेकिन ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है
ये क्या क्वेश्चन है? कि हम जानते हुए भी क्यों करते हैं?
हाँ हम ये सब पता है कि ये सब करने से जिनको भी हम मान रहे हैं जिनके पास दिया जला रहे फूल चढ़ा रहे फिर भी ये सब हम करते हैं और ब्लाइंडली करते हैं
Okay, so the question she's asking is that we know everything, that we shouldn't be doing this, we shouldn't be doing that, and that is there in every religion, but however we keep on doing it. And even though there is hiri and ottappa, so there is moral shame and moral dread, and knowing that also why people do it is her question. We know that everything is uncertain and anishchit. We know it also. And we are also doing a lot of puja and other things, praying to the god and all that. In front of the Buddha statue, we do something and all that. But yet we do this. Why? Why? Because of instant gratification. You want it now. Nobody wants to wait. Let's take an example. Again, a girl standing there, looks beautiful. I'm married. She's 30. I'm 53. But I see the girl, pretty. I want her. But it is immoral. Who cares? I want her. Got the point. Now, I want to apply for the visa to the US. I want to run to the US through a border. I know I'll be killed. That's okay. Let me take my best luck. So I find a porous border and I enter into United States without visa. And then I get a job. Somehow I start working. And nobody notices that I don't have a visa. 5 years gone, 10 years gone, 20 years gone. Nothing happened. But when I die, it's hell. No America. Why? What did you do? Stolen. And if I were to be caught, I'll tell lies. So you see this. Why? I need it now. That is what karma is all about. Kamaloka means you want it now. You want to enjoy that now. So it has 6 into 5 variants. First, ittha, liking. I like it. Kanta. Kanta is attractive, enticing, something that is pulling. Kanta. Manapa, as per my mind's wish. That girl looks so pretty. That's exactly like what I wanted. Or America is so nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Kamupa Samhita. I can keep it closer to me. If I come to America, I can keep it so close. I can enjoy it whenever I want. Unlike in India. So that girl, as an example, same thing. I can enjoy as much as I want. So I go and propose to her. I just tell her, hey, you look so pretty. And she said, yeah, thank you. Can we be friends? She says, even I was, seeing that you're very handsome. Is it? I'm very handsome? Forgetting I have a son who is a doctor. I have a wife. I'm supposed to be in Dhamma, teaching people like what I'm teaching now. But that girl took me away. Why? Manapa, after that, Kamupa Samhita, Piya Rupa. The Rupa is so Priya, so lovable. And Rajaniya, meaning it's so compelling to have it. I don't mind dying to get it. People say, I die to get it. And they don't know what they are saying. It's idiotic. Like my niece says, Uncle, I die to get this. I say, wow, okay. Dear daughter, be careful what your words. If you die, you'll become rat or cat or some insect. I die. That's all it is, right? So Buddha says, Chakku vinyanehi rupehi itta kanta manapa kamupa samhita, like that. So this is the one, Supriya, that makes somebody do something even though knowing it is wrong. Because I want it now. See, like I said yesterday also, I have never seen Australia. I have never been to Australia. Yeah, Channa, yeah, that sutta is also very good. So that I've never seen Australia. Now, Bobby is a good buying person for me, so I have to keep him very happy till I come to Australia, because he has to sponsor. Anyway, I can't sponsor. So he is willing to sponsor. So I can only take a visa and the flight ticket is his. So should I not take care of Bobby now? It's wrong, but I will do it. Just to visit Australia. Just to visit that Australia. I will do anything. I will tell lies. I will do all kind of immoral deeds just to be in Australia. It's what I can say, trivial. It is so asara, meaningless. It's literally meaningless. But what I do, I will tell Bobby, I'll make you arhat if you sponsor me to Australia. And Bobby, poor guy, thinks, yeah, I have a nice teacher, he'll make me arhat. So he funds me to Australia. I come. I stay at his place. He has 2 daughters. And I keep on seeing at them. And Bobby gets upset. Why is this fellow looking at my daughters? but he can't do anything. If he asks me, I'll say that, look, I'm doing an experiment on your daughters. It's immoral. It's 100% immoral. I know I'm immoral. But itta kanta manapa kamupa samhita piyarupa rajaniya, these 6 things just take the consciousness and makes it do something which it shouldn't be doing it in the first place. It's called kama guna. In the 6 senses, or in 5 senses, not in 6, in 5 senses. So Bobby is concerned, then he tells his wife Marin, look, this person think is not a good natured. How do we throw him out? We have to do something, right, to throw him out. So they have to bring in something. So they put a CCTV and they record it, and then they have to wait. Something happens. So when I touch one of their daughter, then they come and say, how did you touch my daughter? I told you, no, Bobby, I'm experimenting. Then they hit me black and blue, put to the police, all of that. Now I'm in Australian jail. Right. If he can do that. Otherwise, I'll fly back to India. Take another victim. Now, at the time of death, of having done all these small, unnecessary things, this being, unfortunately, takes on a female form as a dog or a cat or something, gets exactly getting the same thing, same treatment. Was it required? Tell me, was it required? If he had seen the danger, like what she is saying, Hiri Ottappa, he wouldn't dare to do it. This 5 guna will take the person, cuts him to pieces. So Buddha says, be aware of this pancha kama gunehi, 5 kama guna. Look that, read that Mahadukka Khanda Sutta, so nicely written, saying what happens. Asada adinava nissarana. Asada is pleasure, adinava is danger, nissarana is coming out of it. So whether I am doing with Bobby or I am doing with Ariu, I am doing with anyone here, I am taking a danger. It's a danger. Shouldn't do it. It's danger. So we need to be very, or I need to be very sure that I'm not doing any nasty things. There's danger. So now the question comes, is it jati or bhava? It depends on my mentality, need not be related to jati or bhava. If my mind is wanting to do the same thing again and again and again and again and again, it is strengthening that. So Buddha says, bring in Hiri Ottappa and make them see what you're doing. Then you get Bahusaccha. Bahusaccancha Sippancha, like that. Vinayo Suchikkito Subhasita Chayavacha Etam Mangalamuttamam. So have that. So this being as Vilas needs to know it can establish in Brahma realm, it can establish in Niraya. If I keep on doing things which are Niraya, irrespective of the bhava, it's strengthening niraya. It will go into niraya. If deva also, if there is no foundation, it lands up in again niraya. If there is good karma and you have made a foundation, then there is no niraya, there is no peta, there is no asura, there is no tirachayoni. The four apayas are closed. Why? Because you are not breaking any seal. See Bobby, holding hand of Ashley or holding hand of Marin or holding hand of Annabelle is Kameshu Michachar. Simple. Forget doing anything else. Just holding hand is Kameshu Michachara. Then everything else we'll see.
By me or by any, yeah.
But you are the father, so you can. But enjoying your daughter is again Kameshu Michachara, and you can enjoy with your wife as a householder.
Yeah, but if I hold but definitely that type of mind will not come to me, right?
It won't come to you. It won't come to you. If I had a daughter, it will not come to me. But if I hold somebody's daughter, it will come.
Why it is like that? If someone can hold another daughter without having Kameshu Michara.
Absolutely, absolutely. That it's up to that person. It's about enjoying. Itta kanta manapa kamupa samhita piyarupa rajaniya. Don't forget this. That's the enjoyment. He will do mistake because of that, or I will do mistake because of that.
Yeah, but a person who is not enlightened also can touch another lady without any of this.
Absolutely. If he becomes aware, he will not do it. See, like a doctor, he can touch wherever. That's fine. But if I am sensual, if I'm wanting to enjoy that girl or a woman or whatever, when I touch, I'm transferring my mental feeling to her. Simple. I want her. I'm so desperate. Actually, I want to enjoy. So when I hold a hand or when I hold whatever I hold, I'm sending that signal to her. And hence, she will come to know it is a wrong touch. How does she come to know? Because she knows that something is happening. It's not fine. She knows it. Every woman knows it. This touch is not good. She knows it. That's not touch is a problem, but what you transmit is a problem. That is Kameshu Michachara. So when Kameshu Michachara happens, I'm doing it deliberately. I know this is not okay, but I can't hold it because there's no hiri, there's no uttappa. I'm not ashamed of doing it, nor I'm fearing what will happen to my next life. So I take chance. I feel, what is going to happen? That's very bad. So shouldn't be doing it. So if I at your home, I shouldn't be doing it. Irrespective whether I shake hand of your daughters or I shake your hands of your wife, doesn't matter.
We'll ask you like a person who is following a celibate life, and even like when there are three women in the house, like a wife, two daughters, but then when your wife comes and hugs you, or the daughter hugs you, even though he's celibate, it's a different feeling. It is not sexual, but it's a different type of feeling. It is with daughters is very very neutral, but it is possible. Right? If that means that it is something is remaining, or
it's not immoral thing. It's moral, but it is sensual. You are in the sensual realm. See, you can be a Sotapanna, but you are in a sensual realm. That's it. That's okay. You'll again get one wife and two daughters.
Hopefully, I'll finish before that.
Yeah, that's all it is. See, it's like this. There's so many ladies sitting here. So if it doesn't matter whether I touch anyone or not, what feeling I get is the problem. Another thing, Bobby, I might not touch your daughter or wife or any lady sitting here, but I might be enjoying them through my eyes. That also is wrong. It need not be I'm touching and shaking and all that. I'm just seeing and I'm lost in that. And that lady will come, hey, excuse me, what are you seeing? Ah, nothing. That's sufficient. That is what I'm talking about. Itta Kanta Manapa Kamupa Samhita Piyarupa Rajaniya. Now why did he do it? He couldn't stop it. What happens if he becomes some animal? Yes. Go ahead.
I think, and I was thinking this mind, this six qualities. Like today, I'm a human. I'm enjoying these human fine food I can be enjoying. But at the moment I become, let's say, a dung worm, I start enjoying that as well. Just like I'm enjoying the food here. And hence I'm building so many houses of down. Like I just like the feces so much, like it's hard to get out of it. And hence the Baba takes a very long time. By probability, I'm going to keep enjoying until somehow I get tired. Hence it's going to be a very long time.
Correct. So that is what we need to see. So when you see a danger, danger, it's dangerous. This is a dangerous place to be. It's a very dangerous place. So we need to be aware of the danger. Every moment is danger.
Does anywhere the Buddha is mentioned about the bhava of animal and hellish beings?
This is sufficient, Bobby. Where will you grasp it, and let's understand about human and let go of it and say that, okay, thank you, sir. Thanks for all your dhamma, what you have given to us. We have understood. Thanks making us Sotapanna or a Sakdagami, Anagami, Arhat. That's more than sufficient than looking at, okay, now Niraya, how long it would be. And it will be like that a sutta on dart, right? Where he has got its dart hit, and then it tell me it came from east or west or north, or who hit, whether it was made out of this kind of metal or that kind of metal. It will become like that. No need. We need to understand that getting a human life is difficult. Yes. Getting a deva life is even more difficult. Getting a Brahma life is also even more difficult. So if we are getting that, you are blessed. So let's not lose it. Yes, Arif.
Yeah, and now I'm thinking these 80,000 years, I think just like normal distribution, you have to give a number, right? You have to give a number because that's, things tends to be this way. But I guess it's the wrong question to ask, exactly how long this person will remain this Baba, but you can see the mind is shifting, right? You can see each person is leaning toward different ways. And then you can see the society is going toward a certain way, where sensuality become utmost and disrespect parents, disrespect teachers, and the Baba will not be 80,000 years, right? Because chances are people will take lower baths sooner. And it may not have been 80,000 years at this point, very well.
Correct. So we can see that. Just go out of your house and you can see how people behave. You can easily make out where are they heading to. You don't require to make a judgment whether it's jati or bhava. You can make an assessment. You can make whether it's a president of a country or a president of a company or president of some unit or whatever, or husband, wife, children, this, that, neighbor, whatever. You can just see it's so tear rendering when we see that they're going on a wrong side, not knowing what to do. They're just lost, right? So we need to be careful. At least we need to be careful in what we are doing. That's what I can say. Forget about everyone else. We can see what we are doing. That's more evident than looking at what others are doing. Let them do whatever they are doing. But can I take care of it? Can I have Hiri and Uttappa and exactly do what is required? Just like police. You have a moral police within you and then just do what is required. Yes, Archana ji.
Sir, Veeru and Uttapa, on that point, I wanted to ask, how do we, means like I have a daughter of who is 18 years just now, and very smart and good girl, but the attraction for Western dressing, like you were talking about your niece, so that is there. And then when I say, beta, you should not wear dresses which are exposing kind of, or off shoulder dresses and all. So how she's saying, Mama, this is the trend. It's very common in colleges and all, the way kids dress nowadays. So I don't know. Means like, how do I make her understand this? I tell her, see, the Buddha, you can see him fully covered. There is a reason behind that, because what we see, we easily get attracted as a normal human being. So I try to explain her, but I mean, she understands sometimes, but most of the time it becomes really challenging how to explain it to the kids of this age. And reverse to that, my younger one, she is 13 years, and, she will be totally covered. I mean, she will do a different type. This girl likes to be like very beautifully dressed. My elder one, she looks very attractive also. But then I get feared because outside when she goes out like that, then I really feel worried.
Yeah, so
So
Archana, what you can do is you can do Pacha Vekkana. You can just tell her what is the need for uh, doing this kind of thing. Meaning, why are you wearing a dress? Why are you eating? Why are you having a house? And why are you having a medicine? Trying to give them that what is the mental state that would be when this happens. I wanted to tell to my niece, but she's not in a way to listen to anything. Okay, so it becomes very difficult. But since she is your own daughter and you are into Dhamma, you can tell her, look, there's nothing wrong. Even you can go nude, absolutely fair. Or you can take just two pieces and go wherever you want. But then you have to look at the next life. And if she says, who cares the next life or not, they can say, look, whatever you make up in your mind, you become that. Be careful in what you're doing, and be careful what you're saying, because nobody's life is certain. See, one thing I've seen when I talk to people and they say life is uncertain, it shakes them up because that's the truth. You can't take life for granted. So you can tell your daughter, life is uncertain. There's no guarantee you're going to live for 100 years. There's no guarantee you live for 50 years. There's no guarantee you'll even live for 25 years. There's no guarantee even if you're going to come home back. Forget about anything else. So, I'm not concerned of what you're wearing. I'm concerned about how it will frame your next life. And that will shake her up. But if you tell her, look, beta, it is not good to wear this, people will see you and all that, this is not going to work out. She'll say, look, Mama, everybody in the college is wearing 2/3 and I'm like one idiot wearing full. I don't want. What's wrong? I will wear till here. What's wrong? Now you can't say anything. Like my niece, she shows the whole stomach and goes. There's nothing wrong. Fine. There's something wrong. Fine. But what is she trying to show? She is showing I'm ready. That's all. So that means you already have created a condition just in a matter of time. You become that. So if we tell the kids in a way which can hit them on uncertainty, see, we can say passing an exam, not passing exam is uncertain. You can't do anything. Crossing the road, you might not. If some vehicle can come and hit you at any time, there's no guarantee they'll not come and hit you. Whichever country you're staying in, it doesn't matter. So everything is uncertain in life. You living today is uncertain. Forget about tomorrow. You getting up from bed tomorrow is uncertain. There's no assurance. Nobody can give any assurance on anyone. We can only wish we continue, but nobody can be certain. That being the case, we have to be worried about the next existence rather than what we have got now. Yeah, we have got it out of our good deeds, but do we have those good deeds to continue? That would help. Yes, Shruti.
Does it mean that firstly to make them believe in the next life that will restrain them? How are they going to? Many times these age kids, they do not believe in this type of spiritual things. Even we are believing after seeing the whole one and experiencing a lot. What they feel that we are all aged people, we are something kind of doing worshipping thing. We may be outdated. We are not to the science level like that. So it is hard to make them believe.
Yes, I know, Shruti. What we can do is, since it's already late and as I'm in the office today and this room, people will come.
We can check it
Tomorrow we can continue on this topic on what we need to do to bring our children up. Okay, and also first and foremost bring ourselves up. Forget the children. So first we need to be guided properly and then we can guide the children.
I think just now, Vilas, what you said about the Pachavakana, if we can, I think that will be very effective, I believe.
Yes, it is. It is effective. It's very effective.
Because everybody knows that what is the five.
No, tomorrow I will take it up. So anyway, tomorrow I am at home. So we'll start with Pachavekana, how to teach children on what is a requisite. And do we have past life? Do we have future life? Let's talk about that. How do you know there's a past? How do you know there will be future? That would help. So first, are we sure that we have past and future? Let's fix that and then we'll fix to the children. That becomes very easy to explain. Yes, Saryu.
Yeah, I was thinking my son recently got pretty interested in watching these Jataka videos with me, and on the trip he would be asking to watch them, and he become very excited. And so he's like, I'm 99 point something % sure about Buddha, but I haven't seen it, something like that.
Good, nice. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow.
I think May raised the hand in between, I think that.
Yeah, she raised and she left also, so tomorrow we'll ask her what she wanted to ask. Okay, all right. Good day and good night.